You might notice that today I dressed up a little bit in an ice queen style, and I had a few reasons in mind. First of all, the wind has been howling like mad outside today. Also, I've just seen on Instagram my former unimate from Liverpool, Joe, posted a photo of a fallen tree. I guess with all of these gales that we've been having, that's not quite a wonder. Also, back in Romania, the weather seems to have been gone mad this weekend. All across social media, from Facebook to Instagram, I can see photos of fallen trees all over Bucharest and other cities. Why? Well, it seems that they froze to the point where they're just breaking, falling all across the streets over cars, and it's just incredible. I've never thought that that could be possible. The whole of Bucharest looks like the land of the Ice Queen, with frozen tram lines. You can see icicles on them, with the streets looking like big ice skating rinks, and trees in the hedges, they look like emeralds all across. Also, my mom sent me a few pictures of the latest snowfall in the town where they live in the west of the country. Luckily, over there they're protected by the chain of the Carpathian Mountains, and also they have a little bit of like warmer airstream currents coming from the Adriatic Sea. So I guess they are not in such danger of completely freezing off. Winter is a bit softer and more tender there than in Bucharest, obviously. As I've told you in my 2018 review vlog, I am a winter child, and I love snow and going ice skating and the very chilly air on my face. So when I go back inside, I can feel the warmth engulfing me and helping me appreciate both the cold air and the warm inside. But still, I wouldn't want such freezing temperatures around me when I have to go to work. This winter, however, both Adrian and I have been fascinated with all the beautiful, picturesque images of winter from Romania. Just looking across Instagram and Facebook, either at photography that my friends back there post or taken by professional photographers, my heart just longs for a holiday there, somewhere in the mountains, where we can take one of the big sleighs pulled by horses that take you around the forests, maybe across one of the beautiful lakes up in the Carpathian Mountains. I know they organize such trips in winter from all the B&Bs in the Romanian resorts, and they take you up, and then you can have a little bit of mulled wine, some snacks, maybe some bakery products, and you come back and admire the beautiful snowed-in landscape in different times of the day, all of this time protected by big woolly blankets or sheepskins. This is something I've been longing to do for quite a long time, and I think Adrian has got quite fond of the idea of us going and having a proper winter holiday there. So that might be one of our plans for 2019 now. We shall see if we will stick to that, because what are plans for if not to change them and adapt on the way? I'm joking. I'm a person who likes to plan. And what about the second reason why I'm wearing this futuristic ice queen outfit today? Well, it's got to do with another plan that I've got for 2019. Since I've been commuting by train to Digbeth in Birmingham, where I work now, I've been so blessed to be able to get back to reading properly. Just to consider that I have half an hour both ways, that means at least 1 hour that I've gained back to dedicate to one of my biggest hobbies ever. Reading, of course. But what's the connection between reading on my commute and what I'm wearing? Before I confuse you too much, I shall link these two things for you. I'm a girl who has always loved books and reading. My first word as my mom tells me, apparently was the baby version of Cinderella. Okay, so that's one of my passions, books, reading, literature. Now, I'm also a girl who's always liked style. I believe that the way that we dress, what we choose to wear, the way we like to look, to see ourselves, also influences our state of mind. So when I put my makeup on, when I choose something that I want to wear for the day, when I want to put something different on, it has to fit how I feel about myself, how I feel about the day, my state of mind, my emotions, whether I'm more melancholic or whether I am more dreamy or whether I feel full of energy. And I thought about combining these two things. I started to post on Instagram photos of myself reading in different places, and also photos of the fragments that just blew me away from the books that I was reading. And little by little, that turned into an idea. Why don't I make a project out of it? Me dressed in different ways, different styles, different places, different times, with the books that I want to also review on my website. And this project is now called Reading is Attractive. Do you agree with me? If you do agree, maybe you'll be tempted to check out my project on Instagram on Landyside and see if you like my pictures, or maybe you would like to suggest different things, or maybe, why not, you can take the idea and post some of these photos yourself. Of yourself, of course. And if you are going to take my Reading is Attractive challenge on Instagram, just remember to tag me as well. I would love to see your ideas, your photos, and what books you are reading now. It might inspire me to try and read the same books and then maybe review them on Inside. Now that I've finally mentioned my Instagram, you will find the things that I love most: literature, traveling, food, and the place where I live. And these are all the things that I want to do more of also in 2019. I want to cook more healthy and really tasty food and bake more, and maybe I'll make some more vlogs also about Romanian cooking and Romanian recipes. I definitely want to keep traveling. Adrian and I are already planning also a seaside holiday in Romania, sometimes at the beginning of September, because in September the seaside is still really warm there. Well, that's the big difference as compared to the seaside in the UK, but still it's not meant to be too hot, which would be maybe a little bit difficult for Adrian to bear. Literature, oh yes, my Reading is Attractive project will bring you more books and more images of reading in different places, different times, that will reveal a little bit of the feeling that these books create themselves. Now, since we are talking about books, I also will mention another and probably the last project that I'm going to talk about in this vlog, which is having more reviews on my website landinside.co.uk. Recently, I've talked about an American author that I've just rediscovered for the first time reading him in English, F. Scott Fitzgerald. When I had to read his novels as a student for my BA degree back in my home city of Timișoara, I really got captured, fascinated by his style, because he's got that type of lyricism that always catches me in a novelist as well. And that's maybe what I find very attractive in Margaret Atwood's books, although these two authors otherwise are very different. So the last review that I've written, most recent review that I've written on my website, was of F. Scott Fitzgerald's best novel, in my opinion, which is 10 Days the Night. And when I shared this review on Facebook, my poet friend John Mears commented saying that he wants to write a review himself now, which was quite funny because just that evening I was thinking I would love to invite other people to review books on my website. I have the domain paid, I have the hosting paid, I have technical knowledge as to keep a website updated and to even change it, to improve it. So everything is there. Why don't I invite my friends or people whom I know and who love books just as much as I do to write their own reviews? We can grow a little bit of a reviewers group there. Also, I admit I am planning to keep tormenting you with my vlogs this year as well. Since I am not going to give up on this, you might as well just tell me what are you planning for 2019. Just drop me a comment under the video. This is the next book to go on Land Inside, and it took me 2 days to process it. I loved it after I hated it first, or after I loved it and hated it and loved it then. Anyway, if you've never come across Ian M. Banks' culture books, don't start with this one. Try maybe The Player of Games. I know I am so cheeky to do this to you.